the Middle East, not the dictator regimes. In Iran, the regime of Iran, as long as they have the support of European countries, the Russians and the Chinese, this regime will be strong and will suppress any uprising and any opposition that the people face them with. The only way to help the people of Iran to overthrow their own dictator regime is for the international community to understand that they should stop supporting and talking about negotiating, talking and appeasing the mullahs in Iran. Once the mullahs or the regime in Iran understands that they have no support, none whatsoever, from the international community, they are weakened. And that way the people are strengthened and they will have the courage and they will have the commitment to stand against this brutal regime. And at that point the regime will understand that oppression and killing and imprisoning the people will not stop the people. Our request from the international community is that after 27 years of oppression in Iran, the people of Iran are asking, as they supported and united against South Africa, racial apartheid, they should unite against Iran's gender apartheid. Apartheid is apartheid. It should not be acceptable by any community, any country, if they claim human rights and democracy. Therefore, our request from the international community is, one, to stop negotiating and appeasing the regime of Iran. And once they do that, the regime will not understands that there is no support for them, will be weakened, and the people will be empowered to stand against them. And that's all we need. We don't think we need any bombs or any war in Iran. All the international community needs to do is to vote, sanction the regime of Iran, and freeze their assets. Do not allow the regime members travel outside Iran, and put the sanction on the regime and let the regime understand that there is no support for them from outside Iran. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Persian, and I'm a representative of Hakha movement, I'm sure you're familiar with, which basically is not a political party, but we emphasize on empowerment of the people by cultural means, social means, educational means. And we believe that if they understand their actual culture that's been basically buried by the Arab invasion and Mullah's invasion afterwards, they will rise to protect that and to protect Iran and the future of Iran. They need to know where they came from, who they are, and what their responsibility is, especially at this time of the history. Iran is a young country with a lot of young minds. They are educated, they understand the politics of the world, they understand, majority of them, what's going on in the country. What they lack is a support, strong support from the other countries to be able to rise up against these mullahs and the brutal regime that's basically killing and destroying anybody. They don't care who's against them, even if it's the biggest brain in the world. They don't care to kill and destroy them as long as they can stay there for a little bit longer. So it makes it clear that the role of the international community has to be the support of Iranian people and empower them to rise against this government, get rid of the mullahs, and replace it with a democratic government that people can decide on who's going to be there, when they can get rid of him if they don't like him, and how to handle the government so that they don't rule them, but they give them support and service them. Basically, this is our goal, to try to educate everybody in Iran that if you understand who you are, what your powers are, and hopefully with the help of other powerful countries, it will be very easy to get rid of the mullahs. They are very shaken with what's going on. They are being isolated every day, and they are relying only on killings, terrors, and suppression of the country, the people of the country. That's where we need to concentrate, and that's how we can get rid of this regime and replace it without destroying the country, replace it with a government that the entire international community could live with, and it would support them, and they would support it to build a real Iran that we had a long time ago and we can't have again. Thank you.
I have also comments to make, and then we open the floor for the questions. United States National Security Strategy document says the states that United States face no greater challenge from a single country than Iran. This is based on Islamic Republic government growing weapon of mass destruction and support for radical Islamic movement. Most Iranians also believe that the current regime of Iran is detriment to their individual political freedom, democracy, human rights, and economical well-being, and ultimately their national interest. Islamic Republic of Iran is danger to Iranian as well as region and Middle East. I would like to answer this series of questions that we started and was objective of this meeting. One, I believe that the Islamic Republic intention for achieving or developing nuclear technology is for development of nuclear weapon. It has been their intention from the beginning, even the time that they were bragging about Pakistani bomb and Islamic bomb. And Iran could have access to nuclear technology since they are signatories to NPT, Non-Proliferation Treaty. They could have this technology under supervision of IAEA, and they could have it cheaper, faster, and open. The reason for close to 20 years of secrecy from international monitoring agency like IAEA and other countries, and spending a great deal of money, it's all indication of the intention of Iran as far as access to nuclear technology. There are some question has been raised